You just see this. They're already sitting down here waiting on me. Dude. Look at the colors. They're all the same colors. Every single one of them. All the same colors. They're already down here waiting on me. Shower. Why don't you look? Bet you they got sunglasses on. Now every single car that just passed or went by was, every single one of them was the same color. And it's not even, if it was they're all white, yeah, but they're all like a weird color, like an odd color. Or just one that's not that used that often. There it is again. See that? There it is again. The exact same car. I've done a lot more educating myself on who is behind what, and you have something called principalities, which is over locations and areas. You have a president, which is over the United States, and the United States jurisdiction, from what is within the borders of Washington, D.C. And there's 3 city-states in the world: the Vatican, the Square Mile in England, and Washington, D.C. The Vatican is the religious arm. The one in England, the Square Mile, is the financial arm. And the Crown, that's why it's northern. And the Washington is the military arm. So you have Babylon right there. People in the Bible say that it's supposed to be a city that has 7 hills and is a port city and has to do with trade. If that was the case, the only 2 cities that really resemble that is Israel which is the closest western city, port city, to bring about oil to the rest of the world from the Middle East. If not, they would have to go all the way down past Australia, China, Japan, across the whole ocean, when it's easier just to bring it to Israel, and that brings you to the closest sea to export oil. That's why that land is so important. The next one is New York. There's something to be said about a society or a group of people that feels like they're better than somebody else, and that they have the divine right or any other right to own, buy, sell, or trade someone else's body, property, and soul. For most of the targeted individuals out there, there's three different areas that you're being. You have your financial, your religious, and your military. The spiritual and physical means. You have your wages of sin, which is death. You have your works, which are in the physical. And that's the two, spiritual and physical financial parts. You have your religious, which is your physical slave mentality, which is where you're consumed with consumerism, sports, and you don't have or care about the time of day to educate yourself on who you really are, what's really going on. So everybody turns into couch potatoes, where they just sit there and just don't do nothing but eat, watch TV, and get lazy. And it makes us docile. Also, putting fluoride in our water helps calcify our pineal gland, makes bones brittle, hurts our central nervous system because it brings other heavy metals into our central nervous system, and makes people more docile and messes up the way your central nervous system works and your spiritual eyes. Trying to think of something else. When you're in spiritual warfare, it's easy just to say, hey, spiritual warfare. Well, what is the tools and the weapons used in spiritual warfare? They are words, colors, numbers, objects, items, symbols, names, and probably frequency and vibration. Depression, you have a lot of different. Anyway, I was educating myself on what is the highest authority in your area that would have anything to do with who is. You could say, well, one aspect and one point of view is that it's you. You are the conductor of the outer kingdom by what's going on in your inner kingdom. So it's not some sheriff or some judge or anybody else that is doing these things to you, that they are doing these things to you by what choices you make. And I think some of that has something to do with it. But like I was told by one of the people, they have a job to do. I was told, I want to say something. I want to give you the rundown on what I went through when all this started. I got beaten really bad by people, not by people, but by officers and people that we're supposed to hold and trust and that are servants in a way. I don't like to look to them as servants because that's just not a way to look at somebody you care about.